Finding good makeup for fair skin is hard enough, and then adding on that difficulty layer of finding good fair skin makeup at the drugstore makes things even more difficult. You also can't swatch things, so it can be really hard to find what actually works for our skin without wasting our money. Even though it's drugstore makeup, no one likes wasting money. So I spent basically my whole YouTube career finding the best makeup for fair skin, trying all the products so you don't waste your money on things that don't work. So today I wanted to share my top 5 favorite drugstore makeup picks for fair skin. A lot of these are also things you may not have thought of. They're not just your plain old cookie cutter product. So I'm really excited to help you out and share these. So let's get started. Starting with base, I plan on doing a favorite drugstore foundation video for fair skin. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you subscribe. So I do have some color correctors that I want to mention. First off, if you have fair skin and you haven't tried color correctors, they should be really helpful for you because usually if you have lighter skin, discoloration just shows through a lot more. My favorite, because my main concern is redness, and you'll love this if redness is your main concern as well, is this COVERGIRL primer. This is the color correcting serum, moisturizer, and primer. It's a redness neutralizer. What I love about this is, you know how a lot of green products, like higher end ones, but even some drugstore ones, like the L'Oreal BB cream, they actually turn into a skin tone when you blend them in, and then it ends up looking really orange. None of those have ever worked for me. So this one actually stays green on your skin and cancels redness. It's more of a yellowy green, but it is a really beautiful primer formula as well. It just checks all the boxes. It's definitely more of a moisturizing primer, has a little bit of smoothing property. Love the packaging. It's glass, it has a pump. Feels so high end. This is if you see it at the drugstore and you have redness, a must have. Now, if redness isn't your main concern and you still want to do some color correcting, I really love these E.L.F. Camo color correctors. They're really thin formula. They're nothing like the Camo concealers. Picture a lot lighter, light coverage type of color corrector. They have more options in this. The COVERGIRL one does also have a peach corrector if you have more of purple sallowness in your skin. And I believe they have one more, possibly. I will link it below. But these are great because you have more color options. So this blue one would be great if you feel like you have a lot of yellow foundations or orange foundations and you have very cool toned skin. This, because it's blue, is going to cool down your foundations. The yellow one would be great if you feel like your foundations are too pink. You can mix this in. So these will kind of save the products that you already have, so you don't need to go out and buy new foundations and stuff. And then of course they have the green one as well, which if you have olive skin is a great foundation mixer as well. I find that these mix in really nicely with foundations and they're just so dang affordable. Next, one of my favorite drugstore blushes for fair skin is this one from Revlon. This is their Tickled Pink blush. This is a powder blush. It's silky, it's matte. It's actually not very pigmented, which is great for fair skin because you're not going to get a color bomb right off the bat. I do have this on my cheeks today. It's a really cool tone pink. It's beautiful, it's sheer, it's silky. It just gives you a nice smooth finish in the perfect hint of color. I think this color is very flattering on fair skin. So if you see this, I would recommend trying it out if you want a nice matte blush. If you need a contour, not even just drugstore, but in general, I always recommend this E.L.F. Halo Contour because it's the perfect tone for fair skin. This is the Fair Light shade. The applicator, is it the nicest? No, it gets a little messy. It doesn't feel like the most sanitary, but this shade it's so light in pigment, it's a quite sheer product, which is beautiful for contour because it really mimics a shadow, but it also has the most beautiful, cool toned sort of contour without pulling too gray. Sometimes contours can be too gray, even for fair skin. This one always looks so natural. It's so affordable and just the best. This is a newer product to me, but I really love it. This is from Pixie. It's their On The Glow Superglow Highlight Moisture Stick. I have tried the blushes as well, but they don't really have a ton of cool tone shades. They're pretty good, but I think this highlighter is a real win. This is the shade Ice Pearl. This is basically a white highlight. Whenever I see this shade for fair skin, aka white, I get really excited because it actually will highlight fair skin. It's such a pretty glowy cream that's not too sticky. It's not too metallic. A really smooth, beautiful shimmer. I usually don't apply this directly on my face because the stick can kind of pick up powder if you already have powder on. So I just like to put it on my hand, dab it in with my fingers or a brush. This is just beautiful, drugstore fine. A white highlight for fair skin, love. It's not gold or champagne, so that's a win. You may have heard me talk about this trick before. It's one of my favorite eye makeup tricks ever. So these are the NYX Epic Wear Liner Sticks. First off, these formulas are amazing. They last on the waterline. They're smooth, they're metallic, they're beautiful and pigmented. So these are metallic liners. They do have matte shades. I personally like the metallic shades. What I do with these is put them on the waterline. You can also do a little bit on the top lid. The reason I really recommend these for fair skin is because color can overwhelm us really quickly. You're probably familiar with that. So if you you do want to add color or glow into your makeup, these are such a nice, like more subtle way to do it, but also to really enhance your eyes. They look so pretty. This gold one is great for like blue-green eyes because it's opposite on the color wheel, but I also like to do shades that are cool toned to also enhance my eyes. This silver one is new to me, but I really like, and we also have this purple one. I also have the rose gold one. I basically collect these. Any of the shimmer shades I think are amazing. Whatever kind of shade you want to go for, try them out. This is also a product I tried pretty recently but have been loving. This is the CoverGirl lipstick. I don't even know the name of it. It's in this just clear packaging. This is the Romance Mauve shade. This is like the prettiest, almost comes off as more bold on fair skin because it's like a mid-tone purple. This will be amazing for fall. The formula is beautiful. It's silky, it's creamy. May not look like much in the tube, but like I was so surprised that I have not tried this before. The shade specifically is beautiful. It's cool toned. It doesn't pull too warm. Beautiful on fair skin. So love her. Another product, I told you I snuck in more than 5 products. These are the E.L.F. lip oils, the Glow Reviver lip oils. I didn't try these because I was kind of scared of the shades, but I've tried every single shade now. Let me know if you want a swatch video. But these are so sheer and subtle that if you want to add color, you can go as bold as you want. Like these are 2 of my favorite shades because they add like a little bit of red or a hint of this like dark purple color. I actually have this one on today. That's how sheer it is. It just gives you like a wash of berry, especially for fall. A really like low maintenance, throw in your bag type of lip. I didn't try these for a while because I don't really like lip oils that are too like oily. They're not actually lip oils. I feel like that term is pretty overused. They're more of like a very silky, balmy type of just tinted lip balmy gloss. But the 2 shades I have here, by the way, the shade is Jam Session, which is more of that like brownish berry shade that I have on today. Let me do a little bit more. I really like the short little doe foot. See, isn't that so pretty to just like throw on? Really effortless. And then the one that's red is called Red Delicious. Also does not show up this bright because reds on fair skin, it's just really hard to nail. This is like a nice sheer wash of red that brightens the face without being too much. So I love finding more sheer products at the drugstore. If you have fair skin, really look for sheerness. It usually works really well for us. Also just love trying all the E.L.F. products because they're so affordable and these are a really pretty nice formula. Those are my top 5 products for fair skin at the drugstore. Let me know what kind of category you want next. I do plan on doing a foundation video, but if there's anything else you need help with, comment down below. Also, if you have any drugstore favorites, I'm sure everyone else watching would love to hear your recommendations and we can all try each other's favorites. But thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Also gonna pop another fair skin video on the screen here so we can keep hanging out. I will see you over there. Bye.